What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport. Let's kind of dive right into this, but I first want to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are enjoying your day off, your weekend off, your week off, whatever you guys get. Take that time to spend with your family and friends and really enjoy it. I really enjoyed my day off yesterday and decided to take the day off today to kind of play around with this car. So let's jump right in. I'm going to talk about it. This is our 1995 Mercedes S500 that we just got done wrapping. It's part of our VIP build. Go back and check out that series if you guys really like these cars. I've got a lot of videos on that. And this is our 96 V12 S600. It's got a lot of things that we need to fix on it, but it is an awesome car. Back to this. So basically, here's what happened. I went to start the car a while back, and it started to make a steady clicking noise, and then would start. So it would go grrr, and then the other day it just wouldn't start. So I kind of knew from the beginning that it's probably the battery. My trunk handle wasn't coming out, and so my first thing was, all right, we can switch out this battery. So I went down, had the battery tested. Ironically, it was bad, but did not fix the problem. And man, was I frustrated. So I thought that was going to resolve that issue and my other issue that I had, which was the locking system's not working. Now, I struggled to figure that part out. I actually pulled apart my whole dash. We'll jump in there in a second. I'll show you guys that. And I was getting all these noises from the the passenger side near the glove box. If the car battery or the car key is turned to the on, but not turned to the accessory, but not on. And I know there's a whole vacuum system in there, and I thought, oh crap, I got a whole heap of problems, or it's just the battery. So when it wasn't the battery, I thought, crap, I've got a whole heap of problems I've got to solve here. So I took it apart, was testing switches, could not figure anything out. And I went ahead and ordered a starter. So I was ready to give you guys a video on the starter, and then I said, I need to go through all these fuses before I struggle through putting this starter in. And sure enough, I switched out a fuse and everything started working. The car starts right up. And the fuse that I changed out is this one right here. So that is the one that solved the issue, and that is number 11. That is window lift, luggage compartment, light, center, locking system, ceiling, reading light. And that solved my issue of basically the locking systems. The trunk handle wasn't coming out, and now that comes out. I don't know why it didn't come out the first time. It might have just gotten stuck. Also, I don't have the ground on there really tight, so that could be an issue. So basically, some of the things that I had going on, this was the most frustrating because that was the first thing I noticed was that handle wasn't coming out, and the trunk I had to super slam. So I changed that out, but I had gotten underneath the car getting ready to do the starter, and I was playing around with some of the wires that were all corroded under there. I noticed I had a small oil leak that had been slowly dripping onto a lot of the wires that probably have something to do with my new issue now. So I need your help. I'm going to jump in the car. Basically, the car won't come out of park. So let me show you guys that. Drive. Let me go ahead, start up the car for you guys and show you here. And you'll see it starts up without that clicking noise. Normally it would go krrr, and then I realized I was getting a noise from there if I just tried to slowly turn the key. So all of this is related. That behind there is going to be a vacuum system that controls your locking systems, your windows, not your windows, your AC, a whole bunch of other things, and it can go faulty. So I was ready to pull apart the glove box and start going into that, and I know that that can be a very tedious job, but I was willing to do that. I love this car, and anytime something goes wrong with it, I'm willing to basically take the time and resolve even small issues, because I want this car to have everything running perfect that I can get it, running back. So if you look here, this here is lit up, and this is not working. Now I swapped the switch out. It wasn't the switch, so I'm not sure why that's not working. But I believe that might have been that way when I got the car, and it might be completely something different. Not sure. But now this is the new issue. So when I press the brake in and I try to put it into any of the gears, it won't go. And what I found is if I just keep releasing the brake and trying and wiggling, hold the brake in and see if I can get it. I don't want to force anything and bend anything or snap anything. But I got it to go into gear earlier and move the car. But now it's not really doing anything. So if you know what this is related to, or what I should do to get this resolved, let me know. Whether it's something you think I did underneath the car, of course that's where I'm going to go first. Whether it's a fuse, a relay, something you guys know, or something internally inside here that I need to look at. Fortunately, I'm parked in a really good spot right now. I can work on it here. I don't need this car. I do have other daily driving cars. This had become my main daily driving car, and I do want to tell you guys on that end, this car is phenomenal. Phenomenal to daily drive. When everything's working, when you have the car looking the way that you want it, I got this thing wrapped, I got the rims I wanted, I did the interior the way I wanted. You cannot stop looking back at this car when you park it. I mean, I absolutely love the color of this wrap. It's got that nice glitter in there, so it's a light metallic. It looks brown, maroon, and black. If you guys haven't seen those videos of when I got it done, go back and check those out. I got some really good footage of different lighting. But really, that's it. I just wanted to get your guys' feedback, fill you in. If you have any of these issues, start with the battery, go to the fuse box, and then start replacing parts. Don't replace the parts. I have a $200 and something starter in the other room there that I was about to put in, and I had this strange feeling that that was not the issue because it was still starting. It was just giving me a lot of issues trying to start, and there was times when it wouldn't actually crank over, but it would crank over, but it wouldn't start, it wouldn't turn over. So I was able to solve my issue for 20 cents, or probably now it's $1, $2 for a fuse, but I had fuses that I had pulled from another vehicle, so I have a whole bag of fuses for this car. So it cost me nothing, except for time and some headaches of thinking it was my starter. So once again, my name's Pete, this is Pete's Carport. If you guys don't know, I've got the S600. We might be doing some things on, I think that 190E is completely sold. I've got a deposit for it from a YouTube subscriber, so I'm excited about that. He's going to basically restore this and build it. It wasn't something I planned on selling, but I needed to move on. I have other projects that I want to finish, and this thing was just going to get put way on the back burner. I've got this 1963 Austin Healey that I wanted to jump in front of this anyways, and that's my manual car that I really want to build up. This was going to come after that. This is my favorite car. You guys know that. You guys support it the most. Anytime I do a video on this car, the amount of views go through the roof compared to other videos, and I really appreciate that because this is the first car that I started really doing on this channel. My very first car was a W140, but quickly I went and bought this because I was more excited about having this style since I grew up seeing these cars on the road and dreaming of having one, seeing people drive down the road in one of these thinking it had to be a celebrity, and now I own one and it wasn't that expensive, and it's really exciting to drive, and it's really fun to work on and get, you know, work with the community of people like you guys that just appreciate what this car is and how it was built, and those that are keeping them on the road. So have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving once again. My name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. I know I talked a lot, but I just wanted to fill you guys in on this situation in case you might be in this place. Check your fuses first, then the battery, and then move on from there. So have a great day, guys, and have a happy, an awesome weekend if you have off.